Saquania Escarne from The Purpose of Money. President Biden just signed into federal law a bill that will cancel $1 billion of student loan debt. And some people are probably wondering, was my debt included? So let's talk about it, because when I went on Facebook recently, I asked you guys, what is the biggest financial challenge that if you had a magic wand, you would make disappear? And so many people said student loans. So clearly this is a pain point for my audience. And now I want to make sure I bring you content that's relevant to the updates and things that are going on in regards to student loans. So who qualifies for this student loan cancellation? Is it you? That's a really good question to ask. Are you one of the 72,000 Americans who actually filed a formal complaint against your school saying that they ripped you off or did something illegal with the use of your student loan money? You didn't think to do that before today? Well, guess what? Everyone who did, that's who qualifies. Apparently, 72,000 Americans filed formal complaints to their schools arguing that they were either deceived or their money was misused, and therefore they felt entitled to get some of that money back. Under the Trump administration, they fought to get some type of reprieve or forgiveness of the loans that they borrowed, but weren't very successful. But President Biden has decided that, hey, these people have had a tough enough time and they've been fighting for justice because they felt they were wronged by their schools. Let's forgive some of their debt. So let's see what else is entitled into this program. You have to have filed a claim against your school. So if you haven't done it yet, don't do it now. It's too late. That is already decided. Those are the people who filed and their claim was approved and they did not already receive complete forgiveness of the loans, right? So you had to have filed, you had to have had your complaint approved, and there was some type of evidence that maybe you were misused or deceived, or something kind of went wrong with your particular loan or how your school used your money. Another criteria is if your school suddenly closed. So for all of those who were going to schools and then in COVID or other times they face financial struggles and suddenly decide to close, you might qualify as well, assuming you filed a complaint, again, with your school. You may also be eligible for reimbursement for money you've already paid towards these student loans. So what they have said is if you qualify, you're actually going to get a notice in the mail soon that says, congratulations, you fit under the $1 billion loan cancellation and you are eligible to receive the reimbursement or complete forgiveness of any outstanding loans. And here's the other part. If there's loans or derogatory information on your credit report as a result of these student loans, you also have the ability to get that derogatory information removed from your credit report because it's in relation to loans that have been canceled and have some type of fishy situation behind them, right? So remember, if your school did something deceptive or illegal, they violated your state laws, or they suddenly went out of business and you filed a complaint with the school prior to now, you may qualify for some of the $1 billion loan forgiveness. So remember, they had to have done something wrong. You had to have filed a complaint. The complaint had to have been approved. And now you are seeking your benefit or due justice, which includes cancellation. You can get the derogatory information removed from your credit report. And you might even be eligible to completely erase this from your history. So this is dope. Like, you could have stopped paying on these loans because you felt like your school did you wrong. And now they're forgiven. And now you get to repair your credit, which I'm sure was harmed by not paying the student loan debt. So congratulations if you are one of the 72,000 Americans who filed a complaint against your school due to the misuse of your student loan money, or they suddenly went out of business, or you felt they violated state law and you filed a complaint and it was approved. The law has just been passed for you to have that student loan debt forgiven, canceled, completely erased. So hopefully you're in the 72K. If not, keep paying down those student loans. Look for employers that are willing to help you pay down student loans, or see if you qualify for any student loan forgiveness programs, such as those available to federal government employees or those in the public sector that are doing good duties and not necessarily working for-profit organizations. So you might work for a nonprofit and you may qualify for student loan forgiveness programs as well. Make sure to explore all options to lower your student loan debt. But for those who are lucky enough to be in the $72,000, congratulations. Your loans are forgiven, canceled, erased. That's it for today. Hope you check this out on other content that I create on thepurposeofmoney.com. Follow me on Instagram at The Purpose of Money, where I share money tips, entrepreneur stories, and other great content just like this. Bye-bye, guys.